Do you ever feel overwhelmed when all the parts of your life, your kids, your job, your spouse, money issues, friends and family, health concerns, etc., start spiraling out of control? When the thought of what the next day holds and all the obligations and expectations that need to be met can cause such a crippling sense of anxiety that you don't want to face the day. As a working mom, I tend to feel this way a lot. A typical morning would start by checking my calendar for the day's activities and try mapping out the rest of my family's schedules and figuring out who's dropping off or picking up who at what practice, game, meeting, mandatory school event. By the way, what's for dinner? And guess what? The dentist called. It's time for your 6-month cleaning, and whoops, the light bulb burned out in the hallway. Throw in some family obligations, work, and health concerns, and no wonder anxiety kicks in. I know I'm not alone in this because I see it on the faces of many of the parents when they pick up their children from faith formation. They are rushed, stressed, overextended, and burned out. The burden of the everyday logistics and practicalities of raising a family seems to outweigh the blessing of having children in the first place. I often wonder, is this what God envisioned for me, for parents, for anyone caught in the never-ending daily grind of life? There just seems to be no time for the simple joys, for self-rejuvenation, for spending time with God. I will catch myself looking up at the night sky and seeing the stars and wondering, when was the last time I actually looked at the stars? When did I take a moment to appreciate all the beauty that God has made for us? It is so easy for us to fall into the routine, always looking ahead to the next hurdle, trying to finish the race while already thinking about how to win the next one. We all need to take a moment and slow down, breathe, and just be, even if it's for just a couple minutes a day. I find it helpful to put myself into a quiet place. I love looking out the window or sitting outside. There is something about being part of the extraordinary world that God created that helps put it all into perspective. It takes the focus off me and puts it back where it should be, on God. I start to remember what the real goal of life is, to be loving, caring, devoted, and faithful children of God. And in order to do this, we need to shift our priorities. When we are honest with ourselves, how much time out of our hectic schedule in a 24-hour day do we dedicate for God, for Mass, for prayer? Is it an hour, 15 minutes? 30 seconds, none at all? I'm guilty myself of getting distracted away from my faith by life's drama. I sometimes hear parents say they feel overwhelmed with all they need to do. How can they squeeze in time for God that they don't have? Yet the solution to their burden is God. The Lord is always watching over us, and if we ask for help, He's there to give it. God is on our side and is always guiding us through our difficult times. The next time you feel anxious and overwhelmed, remember that God gives us the strength, patience, and perseverance to overcome our struggles.